Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, It's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Mahomes now first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes firing complete. Still fighting for more. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes, and he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the option, here's Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson now. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to take off with it. First down and more for Jackson. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Taken down at the 34. And hang on here, because still down after that play is Marquise Brown. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A swing pass here to Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Tucker's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 77 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on third. Connects with Duvernay. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. And now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious.
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Mahomes will try again on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. 3rd down here. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On 1st down, Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started, and with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go with Chubb on second down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he works free and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody. Davis. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in LA. Off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. The rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
We can talk all we want about football being a team game, leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're able to get this one across to 35.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. on the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, he'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. Again, it's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the slant, this is Chark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, it's Robinson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. So we come upon halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out now the the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Will Parks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Robinson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Complete to Chenault.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 56.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Callaway, the return man. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharp. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Darnold on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game,
but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. To the air again, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 33 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Works for the ground.
And you know what I was love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Callaway, the return man. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Callaway, the return man. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here. Put that
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session.
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Darnold to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Dan Arnold from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Mahomes will throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise.
He's just getting started.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the